Yeah, so I think what we've been seeing with the airline stocks is they've actually been tracking the passenger data on a year-over-year basis pretty well. So if you compare the year-over-year change in passenger data traffic to the airline ETF, they've tracked each other, relatively well. So we haven't gotten up in June. We saw that really big optimism in the market that things, when COVID cases first went down, that we were behind it, and then the second wave came, and then these stocks sort of pulled back a little bit. But I think it's very encouraging that we're seeing 1 million people. But again, as the last graphic you just showed, we're down 61% on a year-over-year basis, even though we're at the highest level in 7 months. So it's I think there's more room for these stocks to go here as we go on, but they're slave to the headline risks here of any bad headlines regarding COVID, they're going to get hit.
But isn't one of the bad headlines that they're susceptible to, Paul, that we're not going to get a stimulus? And that seems to be the general tone or view of the market right now. At one point, they were trading on every stimulus negotiation because they were first in line.
Yeah, so that's group specifically. The idea with the stimulus, though, all this debate, we see these headlines day in and day out with it's like the China trade war headlines. I mean, our view and the view when we talk to people is, people aren't very optimistic that there's really much of a chance of a stimulus bill coming before the election at all, because it's in neither party's interest to do it. So I think we've thought, even when you see these positive headlines, that a stimulus bill is unlikely before the election. And then depending on how the election turns out, that will tell you whether or not we have an increased likelihood of something getting done, or if the Republicans keep the Senate, that could be problematic if Trump loses the election.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.